Hey, this is John. Welcome back to Infinite Resources 2. So I want to progress with mystical agriculture. And to do that, we're going to need infusion stuff to make new seeds. So I want to work on that. We need an infusion altar and 8 infusion pedestals. It's going to require some red carpet, some gold, and some stone. So let's start off by getting a stack of stone cooking up in here. Just so if I run out, we'll have some. Alright, and we're also going to need some red carpet. So we can dye 8 carpet like that, or we can put 2 carpet together to get that. So, I don't know if it matters either way. I guess let's red dye this way. Yeah, I don't know. Let's make some carpet. We'll make 24. And then let's get some red dye. Do we have any poppies? Yeah. Let's turn those all into red dye. We'll just get all 8 of this as that for now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we need this guy. There we go. So I was only off by 1 set, really. Okay, so that looks good to me. Let's put this stuff up. And let's go plant these things. So I finally made this room, did some branch mining, and got some more material. So we can move stuff in here now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, yeah. Okay. So we're going to use this room to do some infusion crafting. And not sure if having these doors here is going to bug me or not, but the room is okay sized for now. We may expand it later if this annoys me. But right now I just want to make a few seeds to get things going. So everything in mystical agriculture has a tier. The Inferium is tier 1. And we can make tier 1 seeds using Inferium. Well, if we search for tier 1, we'll find these seeds. So the Inferium seeds are what we've been growing. Also get stone seeds, which give us things like stone, cobblestone, marble, andesite, etc. Dirt seeds, which mostly give us dirt. And a few other things combined to make sand and whatnot. So there's those options. We may look into that because that may be helpful if I can figure out how to make fire essence. I don't know how to do that yet. Wood seeds, though, those are the ones I think are important because that will allow us to not have tree farms anymore. So I'd like to start with getting some wood seeds. So let's work towards that. To get wood seeds, we need any kind of log with Inferium essence and these prosperity seed base. So here we go, prosperity seed base is just prosperity shards around a seed. So let's see. I'm just going to make 1 of these for now. And let's get the rest of the stuff. We need some logs. And we need some Inferium. And we're going to need a lever or a button or something. So let's get a lever. That's probably going to be fine. So over here we have to give a redstone signal to this to start crafting. Put the prosperity seed over there. Doesn't matter which pedestal these go on as long as it's all the right item. There we go. We can just flip the lever on. He starts crafting. And there we go. Our first mystical agriculture seed that isn't just getting more Inferium we can mine for. So we've got all this going on over here. Let's harvest the crops and figure out where to plant him. I'm thinking right now we're going to replace these. So let's plant this there. And there'll be a 20% chance to get more of these seeds. You can see we've got 7 more Inferium seeds. So I think we'll go ahead and replace this row of wheat as well. Alright, so that'll be more seeds there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the rest of it can be wheat until we have more. Alright, so that's looking pretty good for now. Might as well harvest the rest of the crops while we're here. Another thing I would like to make is a tool to help with mining. So we've got our Fortune 1 on our hammer, but it's going to be hard to get to Fortune 3 because it requires a name tag, which you have to find in dungeon loot. So that's kind of a random thing, and I don't like the randomness. So I thought we'd do something different instead. We're going to try to make a mining gadget from the Mining Gadgets mod, because we can get Fortune 3 on that, I think, fairly easily. Now, it's pretty power hungry, so I'm only going to use this to do things we need Fortune on, like diamonds. But it's always good to get lots more diamonds. So let's see here. We've got different models of mining gadgets. They're all do the same thing, they just look different. So which one do I want? I usually go for that one. I might try this one this time. That might be okay. And these upgrades are kind of diamond heavy, so it'd be good to have them to mine diamonds so we can get more diamonds with. Okay, so let's try to get that. So each one of these upgrade things needs 2 diamonds. That is expensive. Let's get some glass panes. There we go. Then we need one of these blank upgrade modules. Then we'll get one of these mining gadgets. All right. And then we want to upgrade him. So let's look at the Mining Gadgets mod. We're going to need the modification table. And what I want to get for him is the Fortune 3 upgrade. And if possible, Efficiency 5. That'll make him very fast at running through things. But we'll see what we can do. So let's start by getting this. Again, 2 more diamonds just for the table. So these things aren't cheap, but they're very nice. Okay, we're going to need a tier 2 and a tier 1. Tier 1 requires iron and a bunch of lapis and 2 diamonds for the blank upgrade. So there we go. We can get Fortune 1 at least. And then this one is going to require just lapis and gold blocks. We don't have any more gold. Is that what that's saying? That's what that's saying. Do I have any out here? We've got 1 block, which is not going to be enough. Okay. I'm going to need to get a bit more gold before we can go any farther. But we can at least put this in here for now. What about this thing? This is just lots of redstone. So this is actually not too bad. Just the diamonds for the blank upgrade module. So let's get that. So let's get we'll get efficiency tier 1, then tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, and tier 5. Okay, so it'll be very fast, but like I said, very power hungry. So I'm going to chuck this right on top of here. And let's put the mining gadget in here. And we're going to upgrade him. So we're going to have this and this. There we go. He is now upgraded. And we can put this guy in here to be charged. So we'll do that. And then I'm going to have to charge my gadget, because he used all his energy charging the mining gadget halfway through. So yeah, that's what's happening there. You have no augments. I'm surprised you're not getting more power out of that than this. Whatever. Okay, so let's char this guy up as well, and we'll go see how he works as soon as this is done. So I'll be right back. Alright, here we are in the mining tunnel. This does have a 3x3 upgrade, but we're not going to use that because it's going to be too expensive right now. We're going to keep using our hammer. So precision mode will make it so I have to do it for each one. So there we go. It's very nice, very efficient. If I turn off precision mode, I can just spray all around here with the laser. But he does take lots of power, you can see. So, you know, I don't want to do this too much right now when we have so little energy going on. But we've got 9 more diamonds, we've got a bit more gold. That little bit more gold might be enough to get me to tier 2. In fact, yeah, it should be. But then tier 2 requires 2 more diamonds. We should actually be okay. Yeah. I'm going to go back to the base, and I think we can go ahead and build this once I melt up the gold. So I will meet you back at the base, which is right now, basically. Alright, so let's go out back. And what are you doing? You are working on my glass still. So let's flip you off for a minute. Let's put the gold ore in there. Let's put that on and maybe put that on for a second. A few more blocks left. I just want to make sure we get... Yeah, okay, we'll have a block of gold to go to. Alright, so the rest of it can go out as ingots. And that should be everything else I need, I think. So let's go chuck things in there. And put the clear glass away. Now let's try to make this guy now. Need to go get my upgrade out of this guy so I can upgrade the upgrade. So put my tool back in here, take my fortune tier 1, and then we'll go back over here and upgrade that. So, tier 2, much more lapis, good. And tier 3, lapis and some diamonds. And we're trying to run out of lapis. But hey, we'll have fortune to do with much easier now. Now we've got fortune 3 on a mining tool. We've made it much more expensive now, but still, it's a really good thing to have fortune 3. We'll get a lot more diamonds when we go look at that. Same thing for, you know, emeralds and whatnot. But diamonds was the primary reason I went to get that, since we have very few diamonds right now. We found 9 when we were in there. We have 18, so yeah, we didn't have that many left. Nor do we have that many now. So yeah. Okay, let's go check out what the quarry did. So first of all, I did need to push that X to get it to void things. It wasn't voiding things before, so now it is voiding things. So yeah, it'll still get andesite, diorite, granite, and cobbled deep slate. It doesn't void those things. But everything else, it's doing okay. And it's crossing one of my chunks where it I had a tunnel, so it's bringing up on my torch. But yeah, everything else is going well. So we're getting resources now from this. It's still at a pretty high Y level. It's got 15 more blocks of charcoal. I put in 32 plus whatever of that rosin blocks we had. So again, not going fast, but doesn't need to go that fast. We just need it to kind of, you know, go. So you can put all of this in there. I think I put my clay in there as well. Yeah. So, yeah. So Corey is going well. He's not going fast, but he's going well. So, you know, at least we do have that as an option and can leave that running more or less. All right. Let's right-click there and then shift right-click to dump that. I now have enough stone and cobble deep slate. I can keep that in the system. Same thing with diorite and andesite. So yeah, that is working out pretty well. And we have a nice new tool to go mine for more diamonds. All right, that is going to help us out. Okay, so I'm thinking, what is the next thing we ought to do? I think the answer is we need to do some automated farming. We need to stop with the manual farms because we're never going to produce enough resources that way. So we need to progress with industrial foregoing. So what are we going to do about that? I want a couple of machines. I want the plant sower, and I want the plant gatherer. And I want some range upgrades. I want to go with these tier 4 because that will make it the same size as I always plant farms, which is the 9x9. So just like a vanilla crop, yeah. So we'll need to get all of that. To get that, we're going to need a dissolution chamber. So let's get one of those. And yeah, I think everything else is pretty basic. The big key is that we're going to need a lot more plastic. So I think that we should probably do some automation to get this stuff working. So rather than just build all of these machines manually and build all this stuff manually, I think we should do some automation with Refined Store. I think we're at that level now that we can do those things. So we're going to need to make crafters, and we're going to need to make wire and yada yada. And it's probably time to redo this room to have an XNet system so that we can more easily pull things in and out of machines in their proper places. So lots of stuff to do to get this working, but it's going to be a lot nicer once we do. So let's start by getting a crafter. That's the first thing I'm going to want. Not an iron crafter, just a regular refined storage crafter. The iron crafters are nice. They hold 3 times as many patterns, but they take a lot more base energy to run. So we don't want to use them until we have better power, which, although we are still on power right now, that's only because we're using so very little of it. Okay, so what can we do about getting this crafter? You seem to be missing some things. You need one of these. You don't have any of those. So we're going to need to make some raw processors of this and this kind. So let's get 8 of those and 4 more of those. And let's start cooking those up. Alright, what is in here that I might want? I don't think anything else, really. So let's go dump these things into the system. Okay, so we needed a construction core and a destruction core. And we need a machine casing. So we're going to have to get this. So I'm probably going to go ahead and make another stack for now. There we go. And now we have a crafter. Perfect. Our first auto crafting thing. So I'm going to break this block here. I'm going to put the crafters kind of all right in front down on the floor. So, but not like that. Not like that. Where is a tool that will rotate these? Will you rotate these? No, you won't. How about Wand of the Forest? There we go. That's how I want them to look. Why? I don't know. It's my particular brand of crazy. Okay, we have a crafter, but we can't do anything with it because we need patterns, and we need a pattern grid to program the patterns. So we're going to need to make a pattern grid. Pattern grid requires a grid, a pattern, and an advanced processor. So let's get a grid, which is going to require both kinds of cores. and a machine casing. And there we go. A grid, which we can convert to a pattern grid if we had some patterns. And there we go. Pattern grid. Perfect. I'm going to put this guy right here. There we go. So now we can program our patterns if we had patterns. So let's teach this guy to sort by name and put him in JEI synchronized mode. I usually go with the two-way, but I'm not really sure if I want that or not. I'm going to try just the regular JEI synchronized for a while because I'm not sure I like the two-way. It's an interesting feature, I'm just not sure I like it. So let's get some more patterns. Let's start out with, you can't build stuff there. So, okay, there we go, our first pattern. So, I'm going to program the first pattern as a pattern for patterns because we'll need to make more of those at some point. And I can see it requires quartz enriched iron, so we need a pattern for that. So let's make a pattern. And we'll get one for quartz enriched iron. There we go. And now it should be able to make patterns if it has enough glass. So let me check that real quick. That might have used clear glass. It did. I don't want it to use clear glass. So the pattern for patterns is not what I want. So let's put that back in there. Okay. When there's alternatives, it tries to guess which one you want, and oftentimes it will guess the one which you have the most of right now. Which at the moment is clear glass, but I don't want it using clear glass. I want it using the regular vanilla glass. The clear glass is only for decoration. How much sand do I have? Very little. So I'm going to cook all of this into glass, and we're going to need to find a way to get more sand because we have mostly exhausted our beaches. So I'm going to have to figure out what we're going to do about that. But we'll deal with that in a little bit. Okay, so let's see if we can make 7 patterns. 6, 7. We can. Good. I thought any more can fit in here, so I thought it'd be a good number. All right, there we go. We've got more patterns to program. So what should we make? I'm thinking we should make a pattern for crafters because we're going to want to make those on a regular basis. There we go. Those require construction cores. They also require compression cores. Okay. And they require machine casing. It's using andesite. It will allow for any kind of stone. So I'm going to uncheck the exact and let it use whatever stone that it wants. Usually I leave it on the exact mode. Okay, so that all looks correct. Yeah. So we can make more crafters if we wanted to on demand now. So that would be nice. What else do I want to do? We're going to need more cable. But I think we should focus on, what we have left? 3 spots? We should focus on the 3 raw processor types for now. So let's make this, this, and this. And do we have any real slime? We don't. I'm going to mark that as inexact. Let's go get our glass, because that's going to be, I think, our limiting reagent on how many of these patterns we can make. So let's dump some glass in here. Okay, can you make a crafter? It says you can. Good, I like that. Can you make me 9 more patterns? You can. Good. Alright, so I have the second crafter, and I have our next 9 patterns. Okay, which one of you is going to be for this? I'll turn exact mode back on. Alright, so there we go. Not like that. How do you never orient correctly? Okay, so there we go. Our first pattern is to make this processor binding in there. So that's a good start. So what else are we going to make? We should probably make things like this pity machine frame, chests, and buckets. Those are going to be pretty common. Maybe the diamond gear, but maybe not the diamond gear yet. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Let's just add patterns for whatever we need. Okay, so pity machine frames. Okay, it's going to require logs. Again, I'm going to go with inexact, so we can use any kind of log. Buckets require iron. Okay. And diamond gears require diamonds and these iron nuggets. And then finally, we need a chest, which, again, I'm going to say inexact for any kind of planks you want to use. Okay, so there's that. And realistically, that should mean we could get most of this stuff other than plastic. So we are going to need at least 6 pieces of plastic. Because we need 9 times 54 of those tiny dry rubber. I'm not sure how many we have. We have 46. That's not enough. I want to have this pull from the top because we have more latex, I think. So let's tell him you will pull from the top and make some more tiny dry rubber. And in the meantime, I'm going to go back out here because I am betting that this has long ago broken its log. I only have 1 in there. Of course I do. Okay, I'll get more later. There we go. Put that back and put the latex there. There we go. Alright, we've got more latex for when that is there. Let's go turn this tiny dry rubber. I need 7, 8 more of these. Hey, perfect. I think that is just what I need. 6 of these in this furnace. Okay, let's speed this guy up. Okay. Alright, there we go, plastic. So, we can control-click to request crafting of everything that we need. I think. And then it should be in the system, so now we say, I want to make one. Cool, we have our Distillation Chamber, the first thing we're going to need. What about this planter and sower? Okay. I'm not making patterns for these. I don't think we'll use them that much. Gold gears, I will make a pattern for, though. So let's make a pattern for that. Okay, so we don't have enough gold for that. That makes sense. So we'll do that in a little bit. Let's make the 2 iron axes it needs and the 1 iron hoe. And then that's everything with the gold gears, so that's pretty good. This guy, not making a pattern for that. I don't know if we'll make that many flower pots. We will make a pattern for pistons and iron gears, though. So let's make a pattern for this. And I'm going to say that's not exact, so we can use any kind of planks there again. And then what did I say? The iron gears? Yeah. Okay. Alright, so this guy Control-click to request auto-crafting. There we go, the plant sower. So all we need now is the plant gatherer and the add-on ranges for our machines, and we'll be able to make our first thing. So I'm going to go grab some more gold, and I'll be back when I have that. Alright, well, I mined till my hammer broke, and I only ended up with 6 gold. That's not very much. So let's take a pause on this real quick, and let's make a machine from thermal expansion. It's the induction smelter. If we get one of these, we'll be able to triple our ores using Cinnabar. So I might as well do that since I'm so low on gold right now. It's going to require a couple of Invar gears, so let's get some of those. We're going to need a redstone coil. Going to need a tin gear. Going to need a machine frame. Going to need a blast furnace, which needs some smooth stone. Alright, let's cook up half a stack of that. That should be enough for what I need right now. So let's get that blast furnace. There we go. Finally, induction smelter. Okay, and we'll get some of this Cinnabar. You just find it by mining underground. We can also make alloys with this, but right now I just want to triple the ore. So let's get some energy pipes. And, how are we going to do this? I guess for the moment, we're going to do that. Okay, there we go. So, put that in there, and gold in there. And for every ore, we'll get 3 gold and a chance at some more Cinnabar. So, that's nice. But yeah, we'll be able to get more gold this way. We'll get some rich slag occasionally. I forget what that's used for, but it might be useful. But the most important part was to triple this limited amount of gold that I got. And we have done that. So there we go. Cinnabar is found all over, but it's pretty rare. So, okay, let's chuck this in here. And let's go back to making this guy. So I believe just need to do that. And there we go, the plant gatherer. So the last piece of the puzzle is to make these add-ons for tier 2, for tier 4. So what I would like to do is expand the system so that it can craft with machines over here. But honestly, until I get XNet going and move these cables, I kind of don't want to. So we're going to do this first set manually. So I need some redstone, some iron nuggets, and some glass panes. So let's take that. Let's take some iron nuggets and some redstone. And that should be good, except for we need a bucket of latex every time. Should be able to get that from the outside guy. I would like you to stop pulling from the top. Let's go trade these. Okay, you're still going, so let's do that. Alright, so bucket of latex. We'll need more energy pipes. And I need that other thing. There we go. This should work for now. Okay, so I want the Distillation Chamber to go here. I believe we can just stick this anywhere. And there we go. He's making that. Take one more bucket, and we'll do this again. Okay. Let's put that in there. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And there we go. So there's our 2 add-ons for range 4. Okay, so I'll probably make the first one of these over here in this area. So let me fill this in real quick and I will place the farm down. Alright, I've dug out the area for the farm over there, but hey, our first wood seeds have grown. Did we get an extra seed? Nope, we didn't, but we'll keep working on that. In the meantime, though, here's where I want the first farm to go, I think. Yeah, I think right in here is where I want it to be. So we're going to start with this here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 blank, 1, 2, 3, 4 blank, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blank, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blank. I'm not sure I like to fence in farms, but I do. So there they are. So here is our first farm right here. Let's take a nap real quick to stave off zombie invasions. I'm not sure how far from my base I am, but they might pathfind over here if I just stay awake, so let's, not. And there we go. There's the area I'm going to lay out for the farm. So right here is where we put the plant gatherer. By default, its area is right in front of it, which is not helpful. So we add the add-on, and now his range is all of this, which is helpful. All right, where's my shovel? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right in the center is where we place the plant sower. And again, by default, his area is right in front of him, this one section here, which is useless. So let's make the add-on, and he has same range as this guy. Perfect, they match. Just what we wanted. All right, so I think we need to till the ground too. I don't think it tills the ground for you automatically. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And we're gonna need some water as well, or this ground will not stay tilled. So let's go get some water from right here. There we go. Now everything will stay tilled. And basically, the answer is we need to supply these guys with power and, actually run them. So that's the plan right now, is to do that. But I think we'll cover that next episode. I think I'd like to do something with XNet to set this farm up. So we'll do that when we come back in the next episode. For now, hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, hit the like and subscribe button. Come back and see us next time when we will actually do something with these machines I built. It'll be great. Or it won't. I don't know. Come back anyway. See you then.